When our beautiful tenants damage property and it's okay with the owner, it does happen. We're going to tell you about how. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
1,300 shows by way of podcast and live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Can you believe it?
That's insane. Congratulations. Happy 1300th birthday. Honestly, that's wow. Amazing.
And to everyone who's helped, everyone who's watched, everyone who's helped make it, how did we think about all that shit to talk about?
And there's still so many more things to talk about. Honestly, it's real estate. It's beautiful.
You know what? It's like the news. There's just always news.
Always. Everything, things happen during the day that will spark a topic that then avalanche into another topic. It's great. It's a breathing, living organism.
There's a weather show, that just talks about weather every day. They just talk about the weather. It's sunny. It's windy.
Yep.
We talk about real estate every single day. 1,300 shows. Our podcast, over 80,000 downloads.
That's incredible. Look, educating people on what we do on a daily basis, the industry, all that talk. There's an audience. People are interested. Real estate's always one of the topics that people talk about around the barbecue, at a dinner table, at friends' places. It is one of those. We're very fortunate to do what we do, I feel.
How funny is it that people have chosen real estate? So, look, I guess it's your main thing. It's your shelter, man. Like, of course, you're going to talk about shelter, I guess.
But when you're at school and they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up, or what jobs do you want to pursue at uni or whatever, real estate is not one of those that's up there. It's almost like the fallback guy, like the second boyfriend. You go, well, I want to do this, but if that doesn't work out,
you should get a degree. You should get a degree, but hey, if that doesn't work out, get into real estate.
Exactly.
And I often think it's the naughty. It's the naughty kids end up in real estate. Like the naughty schoolboys and schoolgirls end up in real estate. But the ones that are quiet, they're naughty, but they're still.
There's a reason. There was a reason why they're naughty. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. I remembered to spell that when I was in high school.
Yeah, the non-conformists end up in real estate.
But, we are a service-based industry where we're helping people, like you said, with shelter. And, we are a caring bunch. We care about our clients and we want to help them get into the best properties and, move tenants along, look after clients, look after owners. So, yeah, it's perceived that we're selfish, untrustworthy, all these sorts of things. But at the end of the day, we get people through COVID. We make sure that, when you have a baby, you can get that extra bedroom, like all these stages of life. Like I've got some tenants that, they started off as single people. They're married, they have families. I've built relationships, rapport with so many people. And that's why I've stayed in real estate. I don't know about you. I'm sure it's the same, but we do love people and we love, helping people. So
I've stayed in it because, this sounds really corny. I enjoy, serving people. I enjoy serving people. Like, if someone comes over to my house, I like to make them a great cup of coffee. I like to feed them. I like to put a barbie on. And for me, real estate's sort of like that all day, every day. Whereas I like to, they walk in and they say, look, this is what I'm thinking. And then I say to them, what are you really thinking? And then they go, well, this is what I'm really thinking. And then you're going, okay, we've we can help. And you sort of serve, you serve, and you serve, and you serve. Sometimes over short periods, sometimes extraordinary long periods. I've got clients that have been from day one. We joke about they bring out my business card from 30 years ago, and they go,
You haven't
"Hey."
changed since then at all. It's the same photo.
I've got to tell you, the photos. Actually, next Thursday we'll do 30 years of real estate. Let's
Yes, yes.
you can run an interview. But this morning on our 1300th show, we're going to talk about items in a property where an owner will, it's clearly damage, but where an owner will say, that's okay. Does it happen?
It does happen, especially older style properties that have had many tenants in between. I feel that owners are expected that they will need at some point to change things, freshen things up, whether it be paint, whether it be carpet, whether it be blinds. Wear and tear is a tricky thing. It's always been a negotiation point and an outgoing inspection. That's wear and tear. No, that's damage. When we come across damage, whether it's negligent damage, there's so many different kinds, or just accidental damage. For example, if you are using a 3M hook on paint that's old paint that's been not painted or freshened up for over 5 or 6 years, still that 3M hook, when you go to peel it off, is going to take a little chunk out of the paint. Now, if that was a brand new apartment off the plan, the tenant had only been there 2 years, then they would be expected to patch paint that wall, fix the patch, and then you'd have to paint the wall so it matches. And tenants don't always understand that, but you can't just do a little paint over the top, because then it sticks out and it doesn't match the whole wall. But yeah,
Has
like
anyone,
there's
has anyone ever thanked 3M? Because
everyone has in the lease 3M hooks are okay. Like there's some magic
really,
solution. Yeah. And it's like,
because
well,
these guys revolutionized the hook in property. Like we were getting, as an industry, we were getting a bucket load of holes in walls, and people were peeling off paint all the time. And 3M came along and saved the whole industry.
it's genius. You pull that little tab and off you go, it's meant to
Thank you,
be.
3M. They
Thank
even
you.
tell us how many kilos they'll hold for a long, long time. They tell us everything. 3M must have made a lot of money.
100%. I have them all around the house, and yes, I've had many frames that crash to the ground in the middle of the night. You think it's a burglar, and you go, "Oh, what was that?" And it's like 3M's failed.
So it was just a quick fact, completely off topic, but sort of on topic. It was patented by NASA.
Wow, what, that gluey, sticky strip? Wow. Okay.
NASA, a scientist in NASA developed glue that would not stick.
How good.
And then people were like, that's great, and we've got no use for it, but we'll patent it anyway. Good job, mate. And years later, we've found reasons to have glue that doesn't stick.
And I think those decals have, come out as a result of that as well. The beautiful decals that they put in kids' rooms and things like that just peel off, and they show you how they just peel off. My daughter's got them in her room, and then the other day there's this big whole chunk in the middle of the wall where she's peeled it off in the middle of the night. It's taken the paint with it. So
It does sometimes, I guess.
sometimes.
Cleo, that I think the point of some of this stuff is people want individualization. They're not prepared to just go into a property and not make it theirs. They want people to.
I love that. So true.
Good morning, Rob Morris. He loves it. So they want individualization. So they want to have that. So 3M and other people out there offering solutions, Bunnings, where they will sell you something that will allow you to individualize. But there is a tolerance there with landlords, with damage that's done to a property, as real estate agents, tenants don't get this ledger and landlords don't get this ledger, but we have a ledger that we can run on properties to show total rent paid ever. And I often pull that out over the years with a landlord and say, look, you've pulled 430 grand of rent over the last 9 years from these guys. And I know you're not happy about X or Y, but like, you know, and then the owner goes, yeah, yep.
That's a very powerful report. I do often bring it out as well. If you've got one oven repair, you know, maybe the plumber's gone out twice in 6 years, you're winning. And then you look down that ledger and you go, out of all the things that I've paid for, it doesn't seem a lot in the grand scheme of things when, like you said, you look at how much the property's made, you know, all of that.
Yeah, you know, look at that's just rent. Never mind capital growth of what they've made. But I think there's a, you know, look, don't get us wrong. We're not cliquey with the tenant or their tenants are friends of ours or anything like that. But I think sometimes our landlords just take a good hard look at themselves and go, you know what, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, stuff it. Let's just move on to the next thing. Put it down as, you know, collateral damage, and off they go. So it does happen. I think the moral of the story in our business, in our industry. Anything else you want to add?
Look, of course, we're going to make a tenant repair property when it's needed from the ingoing and outgoing comparable reports. Sometimes things like light fittings that are on a beach property, the tenant unscrews the bulb, they unscrew the light fitting, and it breaks. You know, it breaks in their hands, and it's not something that anyone could foresee. Those sorts of things, the owner's, you know, forgiving usually. Well, we'll just replace the light fitting. It's an accidental repair. You know, carpet. Sorry, darling.
Oh,
I've got a visitor again. I do apologise.
oh.
Brian's out at work this morning.
Thena's there. Hey, how are you? Good morning.
I'm playing
Okay, hold that thought. Okay, yes, you did Novat News once with me before. She remembered when she was sitting on my lap last time.
Does she want to have a quick chat just before we go?
All right. What do you say? Say
How
hello
are
to
you?
everyone.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
What are
Hey,
you doing today? Where are you going today?
On an excursion.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, I've got a question for you. What does Mummy do for a job?
Do work.
What sort of work?
Real estate.
Real estate.
She said real estate.
Yum. Real steak. I love
Yeah.
steak.
Steak is dinner.
Yes. Yes, it's
And
real as well.
It has mash and something in it.
All right,
You
say
always,
bye.
not just by itself. You've got to have mash or vegetables. Vegetables, carrots.
And I grow big and tall.
Yes.
Who? What's what?
She grows big and tall if she eats her vegetables.
Ah, right. That's why you've grown so fast, because you eat your vegetables. There you go. There you go. You
Yeah,
have a nice day.
Bye.
what's the-
Bye.
All right. Thanks, Cleo.
Thank you. Sorry, cut it short now.
See you later, alligator. All right,
Bye.
take care. There you go, repairs, guys. Love you. See you. Bye.